Wow. Tough lah, tough. Nothing good to say. Hello guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel, and today I'll be reviewing One Marina Gardens. Some call it O.M.G. And not too sure whether this has a positive or negative connotation to it, so stay till the end to find out more. So for the purpose of this video, I will run through three things. First is the project overview, which I wouldn't dwell much because you can pretty much Google them yourselves. Secondly is the things that I like and don't quite like about this development. And third, what would be the walkaway price if you are a die-hard fan of this development. Let's first delve into the obvious first, the fact sheet. The developer is Kingsford. Kingsford also launched Tran Park at the end of 2024. I know some of you are pretty concerned with the build quality of the developer because of its track record at Kingsford Water Bay and Kingsford Hillview Peak, but I think they have already learned from those incidents, and you can check out the recent TOP project at Normanton Park. I have seen a couple of units there, and I do find the build quality is one of the better ones out there. Normanton Park is a huge project with over 1,800 units. So I think with the experience of such a big project, Kingsford should be able to develop O.M.G as well. So back to O.M.G, it is located in District 1, one block of 44-story and one block of 30-story with a total of 937 units. There will be 3 retail shops and 1 restaurant, and comes with a childcare center as well. Expected date of vacant possession in 2029. Only comes with 445 car park lots. That's like less than 50% car park to residential units leh. I can see why only 50% car park provision here because the project is directly accessible to the Marina South MRT station. And from the unit mix, about 70% is the 1 and 2 bedder unit types. And most of the time, the profile of the people staying in these unit types don't drive. But still, 50% car park provision is a bit low in my very humble opinion lah. And speaking of the unit mix, 70% of the development are small unit types, your 1 and 2 bedder, which mainly people buy for investment. So your exit will be to investors or low ballers lah. And if the price of the rental yield is not right, they will just move on, no hard feelings one. So to me, with a huge percentage of investment units, this will limit the growth of the overall PSF of the development. A bit more on the Marina South area. The government is trying to make this area a self-sufficient neighborhood with amenities and key recreational facilities planned within an easy 10 minutes walk. So within a 10 minutes walk, you will reach various amenities like childcare, healthcare, community spaces, food, sports, green spaces, play. But it is definitely not going to happen in the short term. It is going to be at least 10 years later. So got to be a bit more cautious of this transformation. So if you're an investor, got to think of the longer term holding horizon and probably buy only if you can foresee yourself staying there for a good couple of years after key collection. So to this point as well, because there's nothing here and you are the first site in the area, a lot of people are saying that this is a clear first mover advantage. But personally, I feel that this is in fact a first mover disadvantage lah. We have over here, you can see that we have about 16 more sites in the near vicinity to be developed into a township. So capital appreciation aside first, because I will talk about this point later in the video, because generally the capital appreciation for this area hasn't been the most fantastic. But if you are buying with a long-term horizon and with a plan to rent out also, I don't think it is the most sensible decision as well. Just think about the profile of the tenants who will be choosing to stay in this area. Tenants staying here are coming here for the lifestyle and they like to be near Gardens by the Bay, Satay by the Bay, whatnot. And I think at least a few more plots will be released one after another within the next few years. So with construction ongoing, I don't think it will be the most pleasant for tenants to live in. Of course, you can slash rental prices just to rent it out, but because the livability and lifestyle factor here is so low, this will definitely eat into your rental yield. Also bearing in mind that if you are intending to get the Marina Gardens view, while this plot has fantastic views, no doubt, the next few plots will have even better views of the gardens. Alright, all the bad things out of the way, I still got to say one thing I like about this development. It is the maintenance fee for the 1 bedder estimated to be around $295 per month. 2 bedder 300 plus, 3 and 4 bedder around 400 plus per month. Just to give you a reference point, last year Norwood Grand at Woodland South, the 1 plus study maintenance fees already around $400 plus per month. So pretty palatable maintenance fee for a prime condo, I must admit. But for the die-hard fans of this development, because you want a trophy asset to call home, what price should you be entering to ensure that you're entering at a safe price? Again, I want to reiterate that the objective here is to analyze what is a safe entry price, but that doesn't mean it automatically translates to how easy it is for you to exit. These two are completely different concepts, and condos in this area have proven that it is not the easiest to exit with good profits. So again, entry price and ease of exit, very, very different concepts. So if you really, really want to buy O.M.G, which unit has the best value? So taking reference from Kingsford latest launch, which is at Trump Park, launched last November in 2024, a bit of the pricing strategy here by Kingsford, essentially don't be fooled by the starting from prices for Trump Park. All look very attractive. For example, the 3-bedder 915 square feet starting from 2.1x million. So that was what was being released. In the end, the cheapest 3-bedder 915 square feet was at 2.199 million. And this is the 0208 unit. Then almost 20k jump for 0308 and another 25k jump for the level 4 unit 0408. Quite crazy jump here. For the 4-bedder, indicative prices starting from 3.1x million. And on the launch day, 0238 launched at 3.199 million. And of course, prices increased along the way, and the next transacted cheapest unit was the 0638 unit at 3.35 million. Difference of 151,000 for 4 levels. So about 38,000 per floor jump, which is quite crazy. The 0338 unit transacted later at 3.393 million, which is almost 200k higher than 0238 right downstairs there. Wow, crazy price. But I do hope that Kingsford will give chance, given that this is a very high-rise development and they will have ample leeway to do the loading of prices for the much higher floor units. So from an investment perspective, which unit and at what price offers the best value? For the 1-bedder, Kingsford released the starting from prices. 1-bedder at 420 square feet, starting from 1.16 million or about 2761 PSF. Let's look at the resale in the vicinity: Marina One Residences, Marina Bay Resi, One Shenton, and The Sale. They are all easily more than a decade old already, some even 20 years older. Being older, of course, the square footage is larger and hence the overall quantum is bigger as well. For Marina One, the 1-bedder transacted from 1.388 million all the way to 1.9 million. Notice the smallest 1-bedder here is so much bigger at 600 square feet compared to only 420 square feet at O.M.G. Very similarly, for Marina Bay Residences, the 1-bedder transacted at 1.46 mil to 1.825 million. Smallest 1-bedder here at 700 square feet. One Shenton and The Sale have a smaller 1-bedder or studio units at around 500 square feet, already transacted 1.1 mil. So do know that these two condos are already more than 20 years old. So if your balance number is pretty good and you can get a low floor unit and a lower quantum, I think it is still worth considering. Another data point is to look at newer condos that will TOP soon, which is the Landmark, and another one in the same location that just TOP, which is One Pearl Bank. These two projects are pretty much like O.M.G, also located in the RCR region, kind of equidistant to CBD and not too far off from MRT. For Landmark, 1-bedder transacted all the way to 1.535 million, average sold at around 1.23 mil. For One Pearl Bank, the 1-bedder transacted all the way to 1.66 million, average sold at around 1.28 million. So back to One Marina Gardens, indicative price starting from 1.16 mil. I think if you get a pretty good ballot number, buying up to around $1.3 million range for a 1-bedder here should be pretty safe because market acceptance already hit this average pricing of around $1.3 million already. Again, I cannot promise appreciation, but as long as you maintain this gap between the newish condos like Landmark, which is going to TOP, or the recently TOP One Pearl Bank, you are kind of protected by the accepted quantum for areas with similar attributes, then should be pretty safe. In terms of ease of exit, for reference, One Pearl Bank TOP late last year in 2024, only 2 transacted 1-bedder so far. Let's check out how many 1-bedder listings on Property Guru now. Total of 64 1-bedder listings. Honestly, a lot of listings have been there for the longest time. Now, let's look at what is supposedly the unit type that is easier to sell, the 3 and 4-bedders. Only one sold over the last 12 months. Currently, 29 listings for sale on Property Guru. So I think buying here for flipping within a short period of time, quite tough. I have a few more data points to show for the 2, 3, and 4-bedder unit types. But I just want to keep this video short, so if you are keen to find out more, feel free to drop me a WhatsApp message. So to me, I don't see how you can exit One Marina Gardens in the short term, and apart from MRT, there's nothing there. Got to wait for the Greater Southern Waterfront to materialize, but also this has been in the talks for the longest time already. So just purely pumping housing stock will not liven up this area. The government has to create a desire for people to want to reside in this area and view this district as a great place to live in. And the CBD incentive scheme that URA tried to rejuvenate CBD into a place not only for work, but also a vibrant place to live and play in, has been there since 2019. And I think there is a need for supporting amenities, including your sports, schools, facilities, supermarket, your cheap hawker center, and CC to attract more families to live there. And all this will take time. In short, buy only if you are intending to buy for own stay lah. Anyway, the preview for One Marina Gardens has started and will end on 9 April. If you are keen to find out more about the analysis of the other unit types or would like a show flat tour, feel free to drop me a text. And with that, thank you for watching till the end of this video. See you in the next one. Bye bye.